Hey, what's up? My name is AJ and I'm going to tell you why your video is too long on this episode of Why Corporate People Shouldn't Be Doing Corporate Video. Hi, my name is AJ Ablog. I'm an award-winning filmmaker and corporate videographer. I've worked with brands both big and small to increase their awareness and authority. I've seen good and bad videos. And in an era of consistent content creation, you need to learn not just how to make video, but you need to make sure how your video stands out. So come along for the ride. This is why corporate people shouldn't do corporate video. So a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, my video is way too long. It's like 8, 9, 10, 11, 14, 16, half an hour long. What happened? Well, there's a couple key things. And don't worry, it happens to everyone, it happens to me, but there are plenty of fixes to help you shorten that video up and get the content that you need. The first one is that you're just too passionate. I get it. It's your company, it's your baby, and you could talk about it for days. And sometimes that's what happens. You just go on this rabbit hole and you go 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 and you go. And by the time you know it, it's been like you've been talking for like 15 minutes. It's an easy fix. When you're picking out topics for your video, create bullet points, talk in tweets, and go bullet point, bullet point, bullet point, bullet point. You just go from each point to the other. Try to keep it short and concise. If you feel like you went too long, try it again and try to keep it short. Just focus more on the bullet points than you are about the actual topic that you're talking about. Another thing is people think that everything they say is super important or critical to the video. It's not. Before you start or when you're planning, think about what is the thing I want my audience to get? What's that one thesis that you want your audience to walk away with? Okay, now backtrack. In your edit, is what I'm saying adding to that thesis? Is it getting to that thesis? When I'm working with a client, I pride myself on the fact that I can take their talking head or their interview and be able to cut it down and piece together a narrative that is exactly what they want. They said they wanted a video to accomplish X. I was able to cut down those sound bites so that every sound bite is important to help them accomplish that goal. And when you're working on your videos, you need to be thinking about the same things too. Is this, what I'm saying right now, adding to the story, adding to the objective of this video? Because it's not about your story. Yes, it's about your story, but it is how this was overcome by that. How this was started through this, through that, or whatever, right? Yes, it's your story, but there still needs to be a narrative. And if that part of the story doesn't add to the narrative, then you need to cut it. The last thing is your pacing. Yes, you are going on tangent after tangent after tangent. You are stopping and thinking. You're pausing. If you don't like the YouTube style cuts, using B-roll over top to help illustrate what you're talking about is a massive help. But if you're okay with the YouTube cuts, it's a great way to help cut up your ideas. Depending on your editor, you might have the option to create a whip pan, which looks like this. And it gives the effect that we're whipping to the next subject. I use like a period. The subject will talk, period, whip pan, next subject. It keeps everything kind of quick. It keeps your pacing quick, but then it also gives you bite-sized chunks for your audience to retain. It's easier for us to focus for 30 seconds, then switch to the next subject, then switch to the next subject, then switch to the next subject, than it is for you to flow into each one and it sounds long. At the end of the day, just step back and keep it simple. Figure out what your objective is and stay to it. If it doesn't add, cut it. It's that easy. That's how you can make your videos quicker. So what do you think about what I had to say? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'd love to hear them in the comments down below. Why do you think your videos are so long? Well, that's it for my series on why corporate people shouldn't be doing corporate video. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. Let me know if this is a series that you want me to continue. But I appreciate you guys letting me get on my soapbox and rant for a couple videos. I appreciate it, and I hope you found something that you like. And I really hope you learned something in all of this. So until next time, I will see you in the next video.